Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and this is Not These Vlogs. Let's get to it, everybody. Today is another day off from work. I love my days off because I get to sleep in, I get to do whatever the hell I want. Yesterday I cleaned, so I don't gotta clean today. And yeah, I slept in. I literally slept until like 12. It's 1 right now. So it was very nice sleep. I woke up like, I don't know if you guys ever have this where you like are sleeping but you feel yourself doing something, and I felt myself sleeping with my mouth open. I'm like, that's how you know I'm like done. But yeah, let's get into today's video. But before that, go subscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah, for today's video, I really wanted to talk about something that I feel like is important for people to know, or like, it's important to me for sure, but like I wanted to express that out to you guys, just so if you need to hear this, then you know it'll do good for you. And if you don't need to hear this, that's okay. You can still watch this video because it's still going to be entertaining. I am going to be getting ready, but as I'm getting ready, I want to be talking about self-care and self-love. So by talking about self-care and self-love, it's more about what I do on the day-to-day basis, about like having to do with self-care and then having to do with self-love, and how I make decisions thinking about what is best for me. So before that, I really want to show you guys a painting I made. It's not all that, okay? All I gotta say, it's not. Let's see if this is a better view. I know it's on plastic, but I didn't want to ruin my desk. I just saw it on TikTok, like this girl make something like this. So I was like, oh my god, I want to make it. So, yeah, that's it. Okay. I feel like a lot of people, as I'm talking, I'm gonna be like, you know, doing my makeup. So, it's gonna be very simple too. It's not gonna be all that. I feel like a lot of people have a different definition of like self-care and self-love. But in general, to me, I feel like if you don't love yourself enough, you're not going to take care of yourself. You're not going to take care of your health. You're not going to take care of things that matter to you, or you're just not going to have that importance on a lot of things. And this like whole COVID thing, you know, I feel like a lot of us had a lot of self-reflection about how we're living our lives and what we want to do, what we want to change, or how you're going to use this time to like, you know, do something. And there were so many things on my list when COVID happened that I wanted to do, that I wanted to learn and focus on. And I started to feel like alone and feel like I needed company all the time. For example, having a boyfriend, me and him lived together, and it became very routinish for me to feel like I needed him by my side. And that's okay to a certain extent, feeling like you want your partner with you, but just to feel like you can't be by yourself, that's like an issue, like feeling that you aren't enough. And I think that's so important for like people to know, especially if you're a young audience, and regardless if you're male, female, or whatever you it doesn't matter. Everyone is gonna go through that self-identity, or like that phase where you're like finding yourself. So it's not only like, oh, you're going through this because blah 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 blah. Like, no, everyone goes through it at some time and differently. So with that being said, like, I had a very tough time. Like, I knew what I wanted to like work on, and I knew that I wanted and I knew that I wanted to feel like I was enough, that I could do things alone, that I could literally go on vacation and like be happy just being by myself, right? So I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, you probably feel that way because you went through some trauma, right? Like, because I did when I was younger. Or regardless, anyone could feel that just by having everything in the world. It doesn't matter. Like, you see people that are rich and that like are unhappy, like, it's the same shit, you know. We all gonna go through some things. But just to like keep it short, I finally feel like I'm at that stage in my life where I feel like I'm enough. And by doing that, or by how I got to this place, is just literally doing things that I love, trying things that I love, and especially having that support, because my boyfriend Esteban has been an extreme like part in that, by him encouraging like, okay, try these things, like try new hobbies and everything. During COVID, like, I literally learned how to knit because I like was trying to find things that would make me happy. I started knitting. I started painting, and then like I found out that like I don't even like painting. It's just so boring to me sometimes. And I always like told myself, "Oh, I want to be an artist." And like then I started painting, and I was just like, "Oh shit, I don't like this." And just like little things I would begin to do, and slowly, you know, like how I spoke in my my newest video, when I was updating you guys on my life, I started going to the gym and like actually taking care of myself, actually eating healthy, thinking about what is good for my body. And then like physically, or like things having to do with beauty, like, you know, taking care of yourself, your eyebrows, and like, you know, all that cute stuff. I feel like doing, I don't know how to explain it, but like, let's see, right now I'm doing my makeup. How am I doing my makeup? Do I care about my face? Like, I feel like that sounds so stupid. But doing it with love is what I'm trying to say. Me just touching my face, am I like reflecting love within myself? Or am I just like, oh, you're so ugly, you need to put some makeup on your face? No. If you're doing that shit, knock it off. You need to learn to love the things that you don't love about yourself. And it's so hard in today's age because there's so many influencers out there. You see like the Kardashians with their fucking bodies all nice and shit, but like it's all fake, you know. And I'm not saying like that they're not beautiful, because they are, but the fact that they don't admit to a lot of things, to not admitting, or like the platform that they have, and not admitting to them having like surgeries, or like blocking every image that there is out there of them not looking perfect, is the problem. So that's why it's so hard for us women, right, to feel like we need to look a certain way to be beautiful, right? But you just need to cancel that shit out and just don't even care. That's what I started doing. I just started not caring about what people thought about if my lonjas were out, right? Because this is fucking natural. Or if I have cellulite on my legs, that shit don't matter. It's natural, because sooner or later I know I'm gonna have babies, and this body is not gonna be the same, right? And that's in any scenario. Like, I've learned throughout the years that my body is temporary. One day I'm gonna die. It doesn't matter how I look at the end of the day, but to make my life last, obviously I have to take care of myself, right? Or feeling happy with the way I look right now is like the best way to go, because you're not gonna be able to like do things for yourself if you don't start accepting things for what they are, you know? I don't have money to buy a freaking BBL, even though like I want a bigger butt, right? So I accept what it is, right? I'm not gonna like mope around and be like, oh my god, I don't have the butt I want, or I don't have the stomach I want, or you know, like all those things. Like you just can't just sit around and do nothing. And that's just like the main thing that's just the main thing that, oh my god, my freaking chair keeps like going back. You can't just sit around and do nothing. And that's just like the overall thing I want to make this about, that caring about yourself is eventually going to turn into self-love. Because I know it's hard to love yourself. I know that it's hard, because even then I can fully say I'm not fully there yet, but I'm there. You know, I'm at this moment where I feel good about myself, where I feel like even though my life isn't perfect, even though my life isn't where I want it to be, I'm getting there. And it's just about believing in yourself and believing that even though you are incapable of doing certain things, that one day you're gonna be okay. That one day everything is gonna be all right. And that's just the best part. And like actually thinking about what you deserve, because I feel like a lot of people feel like they don't deserve enough. But if you like manifest things, like shit will happen. Like if you think that one day you will literally be nothing, like no, don't think like that. Think that you are something, because we all have a purpose in this life. And although you might not know what your purpose is yet, it could be the most minimal thing ever. It could be you impacting someone's life, like even by giving them a little bit of advice. And I can say that, for example, right now I'm speaking to you guys, and maybe I'm gonna touch somebody's heart, and maybe that is my purpose, right? It doesn't matter what it is, but you will be something, and you just have to believe that. And that's one way to start small, right? Start believing in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you are literally not going to be able to do things. You won't be able to move up. You're just going to be sitting in the same spot, and maybe you're going to hit rock bottom. And maybe you need to hit rock bottom, right? Because I've had many people in my life that go through a lot of things, and I tell them, you know, when life hits you hard, it's not because you deserve it. It's because something good is about to happen. It's because you needed to learn, right? You needed to go through the tough times to get back up. So it took me a long way to get here. But let me tell you, I had to cut people off from my life that I didn't know were doing bad in my life. Even from just literally cut them off. Because if you feel like someone is not helping you grow, it's just the first step to making yourself grow. Because if you think about it, it's like there's a flower growing, right? In the middle of the field. Let's give that example. There's a flower growing in the middle of the field, but one of her roots are stuck to a freaking rock. I don't fucking know, right? That flower will not grow if her roots are stuck somewhere. That could be, the root could be a metaphor for your friends, for trauma that you're holding on to, for a grudge you're holding on to, for anything that you are actually holding on to. It's just not gonna let you grow. If anything, that flower is just gonna die, right? So see that as an example, that if you have things you're holding on to in your life, if you haven't forgiven people in your life, if you have these people that are doing bad and like are manifesting bad things in your life, that's the first thing you need to realize. Think about it, okay, people? You need to look deep into your heart and see what truly is going on in there, right? Because we don't realize that we're holding on to like a lot of things, and then something like triggers you and you're like, oh shit, fuck, I didn't know that I had that, like, or I didn't know that that really bothered me. And you just need to cut people off, because that really helped, like, me personally, like, focus on myself and focus what the real problem was. And I'm not saying that all the time it's always the people that are doing bad for you, but regardless if they are or if they aren't, they just aren't gonna help you grow, then what's the point? You know, like, honestly, what is the point? It's just like they were gonna be part of your life and then they weren't. So that's how I think about it. I don't like put too much, like, oh, got in my mouth. I don't put too much thought into it. Obviously, I've had people in my life that were important to me, but that was it. You need to, like, not think about it like, oh, I need to hold on to this person because they were a part of my life in, like, such an important, they were in my life in such an important time, if that makes sense. Let's say you were going through something and they were there, like, yeah, it's understandable that they were there, but at the end of the day, is this person healthy for you or not? Like, that is it, because you are a priority. It seems so selfish, but at the end of the day, like, once you start growing up, once you start letting time pass, you're just gonna see that it just wasn't good. So that's a little advice from me, right? I'm literally almost done with my makeup. I just need to put some lipstick, do my eyebrows, and where is my eyebrows? I'm gonna do like a makeup video soon, of like me getting ready, like actually speaking on the products, but literally right now, oh, you know what? I forgot to mention. Look at my chair. If you watch my last video, you're gonna know that it was on the floor, wasn't working, and now it is. Esteban fixed it literally, like, I think 2 days ago. And I've been so excited to, like, do my makeup, me being on the chair, right, or like doing some videos. So yeah, super happy about that. And I really need to get my eyebrows done because they are wilding over here. Fuck, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, that I was gonna do, I'm gonna do a makeup video soon, like actually talking about the products I use. Like today, like right now, is just, it's very simple. I don't really do my makeup like this. This is only like natural looking, obviously, but it's a different foundation and everything. Like, it's not how I usually do it. So I want to do a video on how I usually do it and focus on the products and the steps that I take. I'm going to get my my renewal on driver's license right now, and then also my ID. So that is why I'm getting ready, because I woke up and I look like trash, and yeah, it feels nice to look pretty. Everyone likes to look pretty, right? All right, you guys. Sorry, it was like a little not blended. But okay guys, I am all done with my makeup. I hope you guys like this video. I hope to help somebody out there. If it didn't, I was able to just share my experience and hopefully impact someone else's. But please don't forget to comment down below any other videos you guys want to see. Like this video and subscribe and share it, please. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.